What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We live, we live. So today I'm gonna do a special podcast. You know, a lot of people miss some things that is special about my journey. A lot of times, a lot of people they want to know who you are. So um, I'm coming straight off the west side of Chicago. Um, my father was at home. My mother was a housewife. My father worked all the time. We just didn't know. Well, when he bought his house, he just didn't know he was doing the red line and buying. You know, I got older parents, and he was redlined, and we had a home in the middle of K Town, in the middle of, well, you know what I mean, in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm the youngest of nine. You know what I'm saying? I'm the youngest of nine siblings. Um, we grew up real, real positive in my house. I had my mother loved us, and my father, you know what I mean, showed that he loved us. He didn't say it, you know what I mean. My father was born in the 30s, so he was that old bull that, you know what I mean, the silent, you know what I mean, generation where he'll show you better than he'll tell you. So, you know, just giving you something uh, about my background, and I just wanted to note some topics, serious topics today, uh, and what makes the gingerbread man who he is. And the gingerbread man was developed from my rap group called Soldiers at War that I was a part of from 1998 until now. Uh, we've always had ups and downs in the group, of course, you know, like any group, but most of all, we was able to make good music. And when you're able to make good music over everything, you know, heals the soul. When you got good music going on, it really don't matter, you know what I mean, what else is going on, because the good music is actually uh, the thing that you come together and unite for. So I want to set the table straight. Son, who's also a great entrepreneur. He's an executive producer. You know what I mean? He's an orator of film, but he also can rap. This is Big Scene, y'all. Big Scene. Start my show off like that all the time. It's snowing in Chicago, y'all. So I'm a little smooth today. It's a little cold outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do it for my city.
Yeah.
I do it for my city. Yeah, I do it for my city. Let's go. For my city. Hey, hey, hey. I'm about my money, my grind. I'm never wasting time. About that moolah and crime. It's always on my mind. Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. You know I gotta get it.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. You know I gotta get it.
About that guap, that cheddar, that feta mozzarella. Gotta get out in these streets. Hustle in this type of weather. Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. You know I gotta get it.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. You know I gotta get it.
Big scene, I gotta get it. On the rise like a pop the Willie. Ain't on your grind, I think you're silly. Taking out the trash, I ain't rapping friendly. I'm all about my money. Them dollars, dubs, and hundreds. And everything between. If you're talking dough, I want it. They talking cash, don't talk to me. I'm a bread maker, don't talk for free. Steady serving, that's ENT. Hustling, my specialty. I grew up in them trenches with Ginger Main on business. He told me everything I know when the album drop, he go witness. Big scene, I was made to shine. Work so much, I need a paper line. Always on the clock, I ain't wasting time. Calling on the shots, I'm the boss of mine. To be direct, I make movies. Cameraman drop a couple films, rock a couple shows, make a couple hits so they really know my money.
And that's what I teach my son. Y'all heard what he said. He said, ain't it funny I make movies, ho? Now he ain't talking about in the streets, shooting guns and toting whatever. He's talking about what he actually do. You know what I mean? We got to get back to that real music. I didn't allow him to talk about something that he just did not do. You know what I mean? He don't know nothing about toting guns and being jumped on by, you know what I mean, gang bangers, and you know what I mean, and selling, you know what I mean, crack and weed on the corner. He don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? That's my life, how I live. That's how I grew up. You know what I mean? I grew up in that type of format, but I didn't have to do it because, you know, I was just fortunate my father was there. So by me having a father there, I didn't have to do certain things that other young brothers that was my age, like my friends, I didn't have to do too many things that my friends did. You got what I'm saying? But I came up hard. You know what I'm saying? I came up well, you know what I mean? A lot of my friends, they would, you know what I mean? They would be either beat up by other gangs, they'd be shot, they in jail, you know what I mean? They'd be in different situations. So growing up in the city of Chicago, you know, it wasn't nothing nice. I mean, it really, really wasn't nothing nice. So when the people talk about the hood, man, I gave everything I could do for the hood. I gave it all to the hood, you know, so don't come here with that with me. I'm on total elevation. You know what I mean? The gangster years of that, man, it has no highlight. It has no uh uh should I say juice, meat to make you a better person to continue on doing it. You use it as what we had. It was a situation, and you use that to build your character, to make you elevate in this lifetime. So I used it, you know what I mean, in my music, of course. I used it in the military. I did 8 years in the military. You know what I'm saying? So I had to use that format of growing up, you know what I mean, a little hard for some, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know because you in it. You don't know your life is in balance. Somebody is really might shoot a trigger, pull a trigger and kill you at any moment. This is how we grew up in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's just was that way. You know, you didn't have time to really think about it from my point of view. You know, I had a cousin that I went to high school with. One of my cousins I went to high school with, Keith. He said he was scared every day he went to high school, and I was like, "What?" He said, "Man, I was scared every day." He said, "You were smaller than me, but you weren't scared, so that's why I stayed around because you know you was very popular and people did whatever." He said, "But high school, I was scared." I was like, "Man, shit." I couldn't think about being scared because I know I was thinking about how I'm gonna survive because I had to go through. I went to Catholic high school and I went to Catholic grammar school. Okay, y'all hear Catholic school, Catholic grammar, Catholic high school, but shit, I lived in the ghetto. So I had to get back on the bus, leave there after getting rocks thrown at me. Mind you, this is in the 80s. So in the 80s, it still was racism, right? So the upper part, you know, Chicago is very segregated, you know, more than any city that's in this government. So, you know, the whites hang with the whites, the Puerto Ricans hang with the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans hang with the Mexicans, the blacks hang with the blacks. You know what I mean? It's very, very segregated. But on, you know, coming into, I mean, at this time of life, you know what I mean? When Martin Luther King came, he said Chicago was the most segregated city that he's ever been to in America. So right now, you really, I mean, things have softened up a little bit for as the division, but you still got Little Italy, You got Greek Town, you got Jewtown, you got, you know what I mean, you got the Black Wall Street, you know what I mean, you got seven, you know what I mean, the low end, the west side, you got, you know what I mean, on the west side, you got sections of the west side. You got what I'm saying? Just like you got sections of the south side. You got south side, then you got the hundreds, the far south side. You know, when they say the hundreds, the south side, but the hundreds considers themselves a different type of a field, different type of land. You got what I'm saying? So you know, Chicago very very segregated, very very hard to grow up in as a youngin when you growing up. You know what I mean? I can just visualize when we were going to high school, getting rocks thrown at us by you know white folks that were racist, white folks that was racist at the time. You know, we had to walk 2 blocks from Armitage all the way to, you know what I mean, Weber High School. So it was like I did that for 4 years, and I was like, damn, I did that. We made it through that. Damn. So on the west side, the Catholic school on the west side is in the west side. It's in the middle of the west side. Resurrection. You know what I mean? What's up, PhD? PhD to all my Reds Romans. You know what I mean? That's the school that Isaiah Thomas graduated grammar school from. So we were very fundamentally on basketball, playing ball, getting your handles right, quick hands and stealing the ball. That's how we came up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love basketball so much. What's up, Coach Watkins? Much love. I also played baseball in grammar school, going into high school. I stopped playing because I started growing up and being in the, you know what I mean, influenced a little bit with my friends on the streets. I wanted to hang out with them. Not that I did so much that they did. I just like to be around the total chaos, right? When you're young and then you're around a bunch of killers, you know what I'm saying, a go-getters, you know what I mean? They was good people, and but they were protective people. You got what I'm saying? If you in, you in, you out, you out. You know, the West Side really ain't, you know what I mean? We always about business and money. So I grew up on the West Side where I always seen Don Juan, you know, coming up and down Madison Street. Don Juan would be back and forth on Madison, and you know how I got where I got. Uh, it definitely made me a better person. It made me a better person. It made me look at uh, this whole thing in a whole nother way. It actually, it actually helped me. Those who want to get on the panel in the chat, you get on the chat, but I'm really introducing myself uh, and where I came from, the root of it all, the root of me coming up on the West Side. So, like I said, I used to see Don Juan up and down the streets and all of the you know, the top gang affiliates. You got what I'm saying? They would be, you know, doing their thing from on the west side. From my perspective, I didn't know Fluky Stokes, but I knew who he was. I never seen Fluky Stokes uh, as a up close person, but I seen Fluky Stokes. You got what I'm saying? I was old enough to see him as a young teenager, but we didn't go on the south side to hang out. My auntie Rosetta lived on the south side, so we would go on exchange. That's as far, and then we'd hit that outer drive and get back on the west side. We come from the outer drive to get to our house, take the outer drive back because we didn't roll through. Us being from the west side, we kind of just did not roll through uh, the south side on that. So I'm just giving y'all the little, you know, premiere of what I went through. Chose music, you know. Basketball had his stint with me. You know what I mean? I was in the Catholic school, got cut the first year, you know what I mean? And hurt, it broke my heart. So, by me, coming from Resurrection, which is a top school, which I didn't even, wasn't able to continue in school like I wanted to in basketball. I went on to my sophomore year and made the team. You know what I'm saying? Because I, worked hard over the summer, and I worked with the team over the summer, did everything, did the summer camp, and then sophomore year, I made the team. But as I made the team, it was like I wasn't encouraged because I was in an all white school, right? So it was like when you in that type of environment, in the 80s, white people like who they like out of us. And you was picked and chosen from that batch. I'm just being honest with you. They liked who they liked. And if you was not liked, or you was not um, like this one in particularly, back in the day, that's why they always liked us, back then in those days, those type of people used to like us to mimic one another. You know what I mean? Mimic. Oh yeah, he's not like this one, or this. You know what I mean? Oh, he can do it like this, or why can't you be like that or that person? They would bring up famous people, and it'd be like real weird to me. Back in the day. But anyway, growing up on the west side of Chicago taught me a lot. You know what I mean? It taught me not to be scared. It taught me not to, to not to be a hole. You know what I mean? When I say a hole, meaning that it taught me that I just didn't want to be a killer. I just didn't want to sell drugs and weed and gangbang. I just didn't want. I mean, sure, my father was at home. I couldn't really do the shit anyway. I couldn't really do what I really wanted because he didn't have a light switch. That means that when I say he ain't had no light switch, that means when he get the whooping on your ass, he ain't get up off of it. You know what I mean? He gonna beat you. So the thing is that I kind of walk a different walk than my brothers. You know what I mean? My siblings. You know what I mean? Because I had siblings uh, that got caught up in the streets, right? So a couple of them didn't, but most of them, the majority of them, did get caught up with drugs and being in the streets. You got what I'm saying? So I had to live in that type of environment, growing up in my house with drug addicts in my house amongst my mother and father, man, because it's my mother and father's children. They're not gonna, you know what I mean? You care about your baby, and you want to hold on to your baby and everything like that. So from my perspective, I used to be like, because I didn't know that they were suffering from drug addiction. I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at my siblings suffering from drug addiction. I just was like, Mom, kick their ass out. I'm tired of this shit. This is missing, and that is missing, and these are missing, and these was new Jordans, or these was new, you know what I mean? So my TV gone. I come in my room, my damn TV gone. It's a black and white TV at that. So y'all know, those who never grew up in the 80s, black and white 21-inch from Zenith. Oh man, it took my damn TV. I had a fit, but my father bought me another one on Christmas. But it was like those type of things was done. So then I had to sleep with a lock on my door. Just think about this. As a teenager, I had to sleep with a lock on my door and sleep at the edge of my bed so that I could sleep in light. Shit, I had to sleep light because I had brothers in the house that was gonna steal. They was gonna take everything, whatever they could to, you know what I mean, do whatever. I didn't know that they were suffering though. You understand? I didn't understand that this was a disease at that, right? So I'm just looking at them like, oh no, these not no brothers. These not my brothers. These not my siblings. No, these some monsters. No, they didn't. They broke the code. Like, no, we not brothers. No, you know. And going through that in my teenage hood, I really didn't understand. So my father would put them out for a while. Then they'll go over my grandmother's house and stay. Someone always had a place for them to stay or go over my auntie house, you know. So they never got to really grow up. You know what I mean? They was in their late 40s, maybe, till they start bubbling. And then unfortunately, one of my brothers died at 46, 2 years after my father died. You got what I'm saying? So coming up, you know, in the city of Chicago was really, really hard. It wasn't no, I mean, it just really, really, really was not no peaches and cream, but we had fun. I really didn't, you know, we didn't have time to fear about what was coming around the corner or who was going to who was going to pull the trigger next on in the drive-by. We didn't really we kept ourselves busy coming up in the neighborhood that I came up with. And then in my neighborhood, we was a little bit more closer niche. But everybody say that about their neighborhoods. It's the same neighborhood that Kevin Garnett talk about. It's the same neighborhood that Hoop Dreams was filmed. So if y'all ever seen the movie Hoop Dreams, you with Arthur A.G., you know what I mean? Arthur A.G. group, you know what I mean? Man, that's one of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? We grew up right there, Delano. You know, you hear Isaiah Thomas talk about Delano. You hear Kevin Garnett talk about Delano, Ronnie Fields and Delano, Skip Dillard. You know, I got to see Skip Dillard. I got to see Mark Aguirre come across the bridge and come play ball in Delano. You know what I'm saying? I got to see, you know what I mean, Terry Cummings and Comma G's. You know what I mean? That DePaul team, yeah, I got to see them in up close and personal. You know what I'm saying? And Skip Dillard was in from the neighborhood, so he was our, you know what I mean? He was just like our hero. Joseph game, you know, he kind of got a depper after the St. Joe's free throw miss, but Skip Dillard brought all those guys to the playground. And then coming up in my era, Ronnie Fields and Kevin Garnett. You know, Kevin Garnett was from down south, but Ronnie Fields was one of our homeboys, but he knew he could come in Delano and get out because we held the tournament every summer. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got our playground greats, you know, like Sebastian and Petey. But Sebastian, you know, that's our, you know what I mean, our man. So the thing is that I've never really not been around basketball. I've always been around basketball all my life. My father loved it. You know what I'm saying? My cousins and all of that. We always was around basketball and pushing basketball throughout our, you know what I mean, our community. So, you know, basketball, the hoop dreams thing went away, and I I always had talent. My sister Sherry was a singer. You know what I mean? She sang, man, she was a singer. Everything that you could, all the 70s hits, all the 60 hits, she could do and hold the notes and move around and do all of those things that they did in the 60s and 70s that could move around and sing and hit that note while they moving and dancing. You know what I mean? She just didn't just stand there and bail out notes. You know, she come from the old school. So I was like, man, I can't sing like her. She was trying to teach me. I could harmonize. I'm all right on that. But I really wanted to sing. So kind of my disappointment was frustration of man, I love this music. I love listening. And I just used to sit there, listen to the Isley brothers, listen, you know what I mean, to the players. You know what I mean? Oh, man, listen, the players' ball was crazy, man. I used to be growing up around going, you know what I mean, going to the players' ball and seeing all of them, you know what I mean, brothers that was up in there that participate from Ice T and Big Daddy Kane. They came up in there, but you know the King, the Chicago. So you know Don Juan and Simo and all of the brothers. You know they used to look out for us. You know what I mean? Bujo, that was one of our childhood friends. That was Don Juan's Uncle Don's nephew, and then Lil Donald went to Weber High School with me, so we were friends already. You got what I'm saying? And being around grandma and all of that stuff. So we already, you know, had familiar relations. So it was like the violent part when what my other boys was like, you know what I mean? Doing, I ain't want to do that. I just wanted to be around these females and show, you know what I mean, show I got a little talent. So we'll go to get some females and we'll go up to the playground. Me and you know what I mean, some of my boys will, you know, play at LaFollette Park or play at Black Hawk Park, play, you know what I mean, in different sections. I didn't have no problem going to different parts of the city, Cabrini, even Cabrini Green, because I had a little talent. I was all right. And I was a cool dude. So I didn't have, I really didn't have no fear about going to get, you know, my first wife was from Cabrini Green. You understand? So I didn't have no fear about going into the projects nowhere to the Henny Hornets. You got what I'm saying? Argyle Gardens. You know what I'm saying? The fort. You know what I mean? The Robert Taylors. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have no problem going into the projects uh, around our people because I knew, you know what I mean, my father and mother, they were very charitable people. You know what I mean? People would come over our house, spend the night, help them out. You know what I mean? I would have uncles, you know what I mean, that were alcoholics come lay down. You know what I mean? And they'll put out a pallet for him and he'll lay down and sleep it on off. You got what I'm saying? So I had those type of parents that was welcoming and showed me how to express love. You feel what I'm saying? Showed me how to do the things in life and have some empathy about what I'm, you know what I mean, what I'm doing and being here on, you know, on this earth and seeing people struggle. I grew up having empathy. You know what I mean? So when I'm doing this podcast, I'm a brother that come from nothing. So that's who I am. You know, I'm a young brother from the west side of Chicago that they thought that was going to die and predicted in all of the magazines and Life and Time magazine that we on the west side will only have a projection of 18 years of life on, you know what I mean, on the west side. So I grew up in that era where it was 1985, crack cocaine hit the neighborhood. You got what I'm saying? So I grew up in that era where Mr. Johnson that was at the post office, Mr. Johnson is in the crack land. And his wife done left him. He done lost his house. He ain't driving that Cadillac he was driving. He ain't, you know what I mean? He ain't wearing, you know what I mean, the post office uniform, because you know back then the OGs used to wear their bus driver uniform, their police uniform, and they post office. They used to be gang banging on where they worked at back in the day. You know what I mean? Because they used to get them checks. So I come up from, you know what I mean, the OGs, the way they used to do it, you know, and basically this is what molded me in culture and seeing how to navigate like I was able to navigate in the streets of Chicago and be able to be who I am. I was able to navigate that. And it's very important for y'all to, when you come to, if y'all do listen, to understand that I wasn't supposed to be here. I got a bullet in my leg, on my left side, in my shin. I wasn't supposed to be here. And it's like, I'm fortunate and I'm glad. I done got stuck up so many different times. I done got guns pulled on me so many different times. I done got beat up, you know what I mean, in gang fights. You know, hit with a bat. You know what I mean? My eyebrows, people look a little closer. I got one on this side, one on that side. You know what I mean? Eyes busted open, head busted open. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody, you know, coming to ask you guys for something that I know is easy to understand, but you know, I know people gonna look back on this podcast and say, "Man, this man was really telling what it is about himself," you know, and kept it as raw as it is. But I'm doing this no matter if it is nobody on this podcast or no viewers right now. It's something that I feel like that I needed to say. It's something that I need to put out there. You got what I'm saying? So the second thing was my topic is the music. My music is my life. My music is my life. Music make my world go around. You know, I started off rapping to house music. You know, early in the late '80s. You know what I mean? I think I was like 17, 18, right after high school, 17, 18 years old. I started writing raps and everything like that, and trying to, you know what I mean, uh, figure it out. You know what I mean? I knew I wanted to be as famous as LL, but I just didn't want to be LL. You got what I'm saying? If anybody could understand, I knew that I had something special about me that I could bring to the hip hop community. You know what I mean? So uh, when I got to see LL Cool J come down on the radio, when I went to the concert in 1988, when I went to that concert, he was coming down on that radio, man. That, I mean, man, that was the biggest thing I ever seen in my life. I was so encouraged to see LL Cool J and Rakim and Eric B and Public Enemy. Public Enemy was coming up at that time. They just really wasn't, you know what I mean? This big old Public Enemy was like the opener. Houdini, them was like the closers. Houdini at the time, LL Cool J, Eric B and Rakim, uh, uh, what's my man? Heavy D. Yeah, Heavy D was a big name that was there, and you know I got to see all of those. You know, Schoolie D, all of those cats coming up. Big Daddy Kane. So I was rooted in hip hop already because that was something that I loved. You know what I mean? That was something like, hey, it was new, it was fresh, it was telling about the neighborhood. Then the era of NWA came. So I was like, oh man, I know we talking about, you know what I'm saying? I was down with the party. But then when NWA came, they was speaking my life like, dang, okay, this is what I'm living in the ghetto. They saying all the stuff that you know what I mean, I could imagine uh saying and what I've already heard in my neighborhood. So they were speaking the facts on the, you know what I mean, on the mic. So, you know what I mean, I got to start loving and being a student of hip hop, meaning that I was a student to learn how to record from scratch. You know what I mean? I grew up around performers and singers like Johnny P. You know, I grew up with him being my little brother. You understand? Uh, I grew up being trained by the same man that trained him was training me, Handsome One. You know what I mean? I grew up in that type of format, but because I wanted to do it, You know, my brother Hen was like, man, well, we gonna do it. And you're gonna have to be disciplined. And you're gonna have to listen to what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I do. I am an entertainer. I have never said that I retired. I'm an entertainer that forever, forever I'll be able to do the things that I need to get done in life. In life, in life, we able to do things that you never thought you can do. So, you know, I just wanted to break that down. If y'all would like to, you know what I mean, help me out, help me build my channel from the ground and keep it organic. But if y'all want some real, you know what I mean, if you guys want some real takes, I'm gonna be as real as I can on my takes. I'm not gonna pull no punches. I'm not gonna act like I'm not who I'm not. I'm the same cat across the board. I get very, very excited on it on big subjects. And you know, I would just like to say I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You understand? Subscribe, like, and share this. You know what I mean? And if those who want to give a donation to help me build my channel, to help me do the things that I need to do to get done and be more creative and hire the people that I need to have to make this podcast uh, uh, pop and as I grow on my mission, man, please do send to the Cash App of Gingerbread Man 33, or you could just like and subscribe. That's it. I love y'all. I appreciate you very much. I just wanted you to know who I am. I wanted you to know that I love music. The name of my group, once again, so y'all can understand, my music is in the Chicago Music Hall of Fame. The name of my group is called Soldiers at War. That's SOLDIERZ at War. Soldiers at War. And I am the Gingerbread Man. You see how I spell up there in the top corner? GINGAHBREAD. That's GINGAHBREAD. Man, you could go to Spotify, you could go to Rhapsody, you could go to iHeartRadio, you could go to Apple Music, and you could go to Amazon Music. Gingerbread Man is there. You understand? Same logo, everything. You can check out my albums, download my albums. Support, 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 support. You know what I mean? Support your brother, because I'm going to continue to bring you hot music. I'm going to bring you things that nobody else was able to do. You know, this is one of my favorite songs. Shout out to all my people down there in, you know what I mean, in Dallas and Houston. You dig what I'm saying? In Louisiana, down there in the NO, down in Mississippi, in Jacksonville, those in Eudora, Arkansas, Little Rock, Wynne, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia. You got what I'm saying? Savannah, Georgia. You know what I mean? Shout out to everywhere in Florida, Jacksonville, you know, Tampa Bay, Orlando, Miami. I did them all. Down south is popping. Down south is, you know what I mean? They love your boy down south. I have a very, very good time with my people in 80 degrees. Y'all check this out. This is dedicated to my brothers and sisters and my cousins and all my family members that's down south, and that I went to all those cities that I named. I got family members in each and every last one of those cities, and they held me down. Here it goes. It's called Going Down South for the Winter. This is by the Gingerbread Man. Somebody called me yesterday and asked the ginger why I'm in this game and why I let the time go by. I just told the man, stay out my business, man. Whatever I do, it is all about my business, man. I know them haters mad at me when they look at me. They get so hot, I can see it on them apology. I spit them rhymes like I was kicking a quarter key. That's why I know these suckers out here envy me. You see my swag, it's like what it is. You can't take me, boy, get a job and feed your kids. That's what you want, you sure ain't gonna get it here. So man, hit the door and get your tail up out of here. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. I say some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just mad because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing, girl. I do my thing, and I do it so viciously. They hear me on the mic, they ask Sunday who that be. I be that man that's kicking up sane. I burn them seeds like the sun, so don't get yourself a tan. I'm the West Side player that's taking your suckers to school. I jump inside a beat like you jump inside a pool. I came to rule and use music as my tool. I'ma take your duder ups and flush him down the toilet stool. So if you know better, better not come this way. You can talk all you want, but I don't hear what you say. See, I know you just a hater and you made that way, but I'm leaving with my pockets full of paper today. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. I say some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing, girl. Patty cake, fake this man. If somebody can't do it, Ginger Man sure can. See, I'm cooler than the breeze and quicker than the fan. I can roll 45 stacks up inside of a rubber band. I'm the boss with the cigar, sitting in the chair. I'm the caveman with the club, pulling you by your hair. I'm a rocket launcher, you a Scud missile. I'm a 9mm, you a broke pistol. I'm the rain, hail, snow, sleet, and even drizzle. I'm the real juicy steak on the grill that sizzle. So if you wanna challenge me, better reckon who I be. The gingerbread man, and I'm from these streets. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. I say some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing, girl. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. Yeah, let's do your thing. They ain't letting me load that down south for a winter up, but you know, I have it uploaded. It said, whoops, file too large. They say the file too large to give y'all that, but I had the file a little smaller so you guys can get that music and we could just have a little listening session. But you know, we gonna go ahead and do an outro real quick. You know what I mean? We're gonna do an outro. Oh, Chicago for us in the sky growing up. Chicago.
Yeah, foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WMB. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the wind. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lakeshore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago. Now I'm right back at it. Took some time off, hit the gym, hit the practice. Now they can't stop me. Some say I'm cocky, but I'm just confident. I know what hard work brought me. When they was having fun and going out, you didn't see me. Cause I was on the grind trying to rise like a TP. That's what my city taught me. Now can't get them off me. Feeling for a fix, needed caffeine, just call me coffee. But I don't need a substance, move up pure adrenaline. Aiming for the trophies, plaques goes any synonym. I came from the gutter, on the other side of the glitz and the glamour, where they speak with bad grammar. So I do it for the people on every side of my town. Turn frowns into a smile, that's why I'm aiming for the crown. Outside of my objective, I'm sending y'all a message. Chi-town, the greatest city, never disrespected. Seize up, seize up, seize up, seize up, Chicago. Seize up, seize up, Chicago. Chicago. Do it for my city, Chicago. I do it for my city, Chicago. I do it for my city, Chicago. I do it for my city, Chicago. It's the city of the wind. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lakeshore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago.
He's multi-talented. You know what I mean? He shoots his own films. You know what I mean? He does everything that, you know what I mean, I thought that he could do as a young man that's coming from Chicago. He gave his perspective and point of view. You got what I'm saying? And I respect it. Young brother doing his thing. I got his back. Just wanted to let y'all know that I got more music that I'ma always unveil here. You know what I'm saying? I'ma give it to you in the raw. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that you get some of the best music that you can get on Steady Serv'n ENT. You know what I'm saying? This is another one that see if it load up. They saying the files be too big because I do. So when I record on dominant files. Like I don't record on, you know what I'm saying? I don't record on you know, in the back room somewhere. I you know what I mean? I want to make sure that the presentation of what you get is top grade. You know what I mean? We all got to come up. We all have a growing stage, but I know how to do this game, and I've been in this game a long time. This is something that's called team winning. This is Big Scene. Y'all look him up. He's on my page. You could go to the Steady Serv'n page. You know what I mean? Check out all the videos. Y'all can check out my videos. I got about 4 or 5 videos on there. Y'all can see me with Crucial Conflict. Y'all can see me with Do or Die, Little Chiller. You can see me with, like, you know, in the middle of making movies and things like that. You can check that out on the channel and see a few things, you know what I'm saying? Called
Them my own.
do that out.
You say pimpin', but them my own. You getting money. That the broke code. But tell you when it. Tell you when it. You say pimpin', but them my own. You getting money. That the broke code. But tell you when it. Tell you when it.
I'm a youngin' getting money, baby. All my youngins screaming, fuck you, pay me. All my homies there rap for me. And all your homies tryna rap for free. Go get it, take pride in that. Fuck my family, I die for that. Touch any sister, do time for that. Look into my eyes and you know I'm about my business. I just turned the 8 to 33 and call it pippin'. Damn. Walk through the door, they go for me. Small circle, that's loyalty. If I have a child, that's royalty. I'm my own boss, now I'm moving independent. I just got another check and then I blew it on the business.
But them my own. You getting money. That the broke code. But tell you when it. Tell you when it. But them my own. You getting money. That the broke code. But tell you when it. Tell you when it.
All this money coming in is starting to cause a scene. These bitches do anything to get drafted or join the team. Before I even shoot my shot, I got them hooked like I'm Kareem. See me off up in that range, they say I'm pulling up from 3. Switch, baby girl, that's a game winner. Me and man, they the same nigga. Door suicide, been the coop. Why they gon' fuck around, had to make the lane bigger. Nerve on them, high swerve on them. Been killing shit, gon' purge on them. 9 to 5, I'm in and out the bank like that's.
Yo. What's going on? This is another one I see the video. Another one.
You know what it is?
Video. You got a video of this.
Oh, bread making nigga.
Right on the Serv'n. Yeah.
Big I might cop the coupe or the Lamborghini. I might flex a little just to hurt their feelings. Oh shit, nigga, just tryna get rich, nigga. All the girls they love, we stay lit. I might pull up on these niggas. I might pull up on these hoes, on these niggas. Make them see me, on these whip, wanna roll. Stop, run these niggas, stop, run these hoes. On my bras, on my pinky, and my wrist, I stay froze. I might get the top, I might grab the roll. I just suck my profit while I'm on the road. Money ain't no object, ain't stunning these chicks got options. These haters wanna be me, every single move they watch. I might rap my side, I might throw it up, I might let it ride. Nigga, throw it up, yeah, they love the kid. These haters just pretend. Master B about it, Shut-Town represent. Attitude like Kanye, Khalifa on that Bombay. Don't let that hype fool ya, cause homie, you can't stop me. I get it, and I just might spin it. I might cop the coupe or the Lamborghini. I might flex a little just to hurt their feelings. I'm the shit, nigga, just tryna get rich, nigga. All the girls they love, we stay lit. I might pull up on these niggas. I might pull up on these hoes, on these niggas. Make them see me, on these women wanna roll. Stop, run these niggas, stop, run these hoes. On my bras, on my pinky, and my wrist, I stay froze.
I be driving fast but no ticket, nigga. I'm smoking rappers, no switching, nigga. Hit the switches, nigga, by the switch it up a little. You my swagger so terrific, you're the joker, such a riddle. BBG, I spit swift, brand charisma. Go Tanner on my neck, and you know my wrist froze. Lambo, I gotta cop it, man. The girl stop to look at my drop and sinking, I'm hot. Burning this track up, I need some attention, so I'm about to act up. I'm strong as a mattress, the star of the team, and you niggas are backers, broke ass, get your racks up. up. Stunning on these niggas with no hesitation when it comes to rapping the medication, resurrection the greatest. I practice patience in no time, I'ma shine the clown and trust like magic, say these 7 Lakers. 77 baby and the prodigy. Gotta get money like a monopoly. Get everybody lit when I spit these verses. I'ma roast this, get Texas toasted. Gotta turn up when I step on the scene. I'm coming with big C, you want money, get with it. I get it, and I just might spend it. Get her.
Yeah, y'all check it on out. You know what I mean? I just won't roll on up into, you know what I mean, the midnight hour. It's about to be 1:45. I just wanted to let y'all know, you know what I mean, a little bit about me. I have a whole genre of music. I got so much music, you know what I mean? I got a terabyte. So I brought my terabyte down. I got so much, I mean, this is called a terabyte. And I got so much music up in this boy right here. See that Cyclops? Look at that. They call that the Cyclops. See that little thing right there? Yeah. So I got so much music in this terabyte. You know, I'm a be able to, you know, make sure that y'all are all right. You know what I mean? Everything, you know what I mean? You're gonna be able to enjoy yourselves on this channel. This channel is based on, of course, the music, because that's my life, based on basketball, because that's also my love, and then just based on my, you know what I mean, good people. You know, you good people, you could come up on here. Don't matter if you're black or white, don't matter what it is, you got a place in, you know what I mean, up in here for you, you know what I mean, with your boy, for good music, good entertainment, good, you know what I mean, talks, you know what I mean? So if you want to come and talk to your boy, we talk about just about anything. Anything that you want to pull up or bring up, you know what I mean? I'm going to do a few midnights. I'm going to do a few, you know, after hours a week, maybe about 2 of them, because some of us do be up overnight, you know what I mean? But tonight, I just really wanted to let you know who I am, the music that I love, and what I do. You know what I mean? So those who are watching, or who tell a friend, like my main man K-Sap say. This is a spinoff from Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. This is also a link with Brooklyn 80s Baby. You feel me? That's my brotherhood. You know what I mean? My brothers in the brotherhood who we linked up and we made this thing, you know what I mean, start elevating and branching out and making sure that y'all know. Today, y'all made me at 850 subscriptions. 850 subscriptions. Man, y'all come on, subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate you, man. I thank you. I thank you, man. I mean, that's like unbelievable. You know, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. You know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be here without K-Sap. And I thank y'all for supporting my channel. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.